everybody. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about how to plan your year for your fitness accomplishments and show you how I have set that up in my running fitness planner. So stay tuned. I use a planner every year to track my health and fitness. In December, I like to set up my planner for the year and get an idea of what I want to accomplish in the following year. For 2022, I want to run my first ultra. So that is like my big thing that I've got planned for 2022, and I'll fill everything else in along the way. I like to look at the overall year and then break it down into quarterly, monthly, and weekly. This allows me to be flexible in case things come up or I'm not feeling well. I can move things around and they'll still fit into my overall goal for the year. I'm going to walk through my 2022 planner and compare it to what I used in 2021. Maybe you'll see something that will work for you. Maybe you won't, but keep watching to see how I am setting up for next year. For 2022, I am using the Erin Condren Focused A5 Planner. The main reason is because I wanted the weekly pages. For 2021, I used the Erin Condren Monthly Binder, but I quickly got tired of writing the dates or the day of the week every day. I do like the fact that I can add in pages like my yoga calendar and my strength training PDFs. That is really nice. It's really annoying having to write in the date every day. The Focused Planner doesn't have the 12 boxes like the Life Planners have, but it has a date section in the beginning, which is meant for, like birthdays and anniversaries. But I'm going to use it for my monthly measurements. So I'm going to put my measurement over here and whatever it is over here, bust, waist, hips, blah, blah, blah. So that is how I'm going to use the dates page instead of the 12 boxes. The monthly overview is where I plan workouts and miles. I may actually change how I track miles from this year to next year. I can go Sunday through Saturday, and I can write the weekly total on the line right next to the week. So if you look at my October from 2021, the 4th through the 10th, I did 48.22 miles. So I use these stickers here to differentiate from my plan to my weekly mile total. And I have plenty of room, but these boxes are a little bit smaller, so it might be harder to fit that in. So that's why I'm thinking of on the line for each week, I can write in the mile totals. The dashboards in the Focus Planners are different than in the Life Planner. So I have used sticky notes to map out how I plan to use the dashboard. So these two boxes here, I'm going to write out what my monthly goals are. Down here, I'm going to put in my weekly weigh-ins. This box, I'm going to put a quote, and then I'm going to put trackers over here. For 2021, I've only been really tracking miles, and I just wrote down a couple of other things that I might want to track. I currently don't have any ideas for the checklist over here, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I'm always open to ideas for filling out my planner because I don't like to leave things blank. And this is the Life Planner dashboard. So I've got the quote in this box. I've got my goals up here, weekly weigh-ins, and my mileage tracker down here. For October, I didn't know how many miles I was actually going to run, so I added a few extra. But yeah, that is how I did my dashboards for 2021 and how I'm translating that over into the Focused Planner. Next, we have the weeks. So instead of the line note pages, I'll have a lined section and a blank box. I am planning to put my thoughts on how the run went, how the workout went, whatever, in this part here. And then stats over here, how many miles, my average pace, and maybe the weather if it's something that had an effect on my run. And then down here in the notes section, I'm going to track my total for the week in miles, my month to date, and my year to date. Again, no plans for the little checklist section over here. So if you have any ideas, just let me know in the comments. So here's a quick look at how I used the lined pages this year to track everything. As you can see, I was glutened, so I did not work out for a couple of days, and then I slowly got back into it. And so it's just little notes to myself on how everything went. So if my coach was like, hey, what happened on XYZ day, I can pull it up and say, oh, that was the day it was like 90 degrees at 5 a.m. That was the day my dog woke me up at 3 a.m. Whatever the reasons are, I've got those written out. And of course, in the lined pages before the next month, I'm going to do a monthly recap. Did I reach my goals that month? What worked? What didn't work? You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this is a little recap I did for October. It is mostly on my marathon because that was the big thing that I had in October. Here's another one I did in July. So I listed out my goals and if I reached them, and then I just wrote a little bit about how the month went. So that is a very quick look at how I'm going to use the Erin Condren focused A5 planner for my fitness and health next year. Basically, I look at what is the big thing I want to reach in 2022. For me, that is my first ultra, and then I break that down into quarters. So my ultra is in March. So my first quarter, January through March, is going to be building up to that ultra. So all my notes, all my planning, all of that stuff in here is going to be about that ultra in March. And then in December, this month, I'm going to look at January. What do I need to do in January to prepare for that ultra? My coach will send me my running workouts and I'll fill in the fueling, strength training, and I do want to get back into yoga, so I'm going to fill those in depending on what my schedule looks like for the week, what my runs look like for the week. And then every Sunday, I sit down and I look at what do I have this week for running? What do I have for events? Do I need to move anything around? Do I have to check with my coach and say, hey, I forgot I've got a Coyotes game that day, so I can't run, or whatever the case may be. I look at those weeklies every Sunday just to make sure that everything's still in line, everything's going well. And if I need to move things around, I can do that at that point instead of like the day of going, oh shoot, I forgot I've got this. Or sometimes if you oversleep, you can make adjustments on the fly because you know what your overall goal is, you have your overall picture, and you can move those pieces around. So that is, again, how I do it, just big picture to small. And I use a planner. I've been using planners or a run journal for years. The main thing I prefer about the planner is I can have that monthly overview. There wasn't a lot of run journals that had the monthly overview and, you know, like a dashboard where I can track things. They would usually just be like this page. And, you know, that's about it. So you're basically just, and none of them were dated that I used. I had to like date them all. So that is why I have moved to a planner. It gives me a lot more freedom to plan my workouts. So that is all I have for you today. Be sure to subscribe so you get notified of when my next videos go up. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to drop in the comments your ideas for those checklists on the monthly dashboard and the weekly pages. I am always open to new ideas for my planners. And until next time, may your running, plans, and coffee be strong.